Today, we'll be showing you how to make an awesome eye-catching lamp out of an old antique shotgun. For this video, my good friend Daryl will be showing us how it's done, as he's a lot more experienced with taking apart antique guns than I am.
This is a 4-handed Wadsworth 12-gauge shotgun we're going to turn into a lamp today. First start by disconnecting this. The way to do it, push down on this, it releases it. Next, flat blade screwdriver. Unscrew the housing. Save your screws, you'll need them later. Screw underneath on the trigger guard. Buttstock should pull off. As you can see, we've already done some grinding. You'll see that in the next clip. Underneath here, there's going to be a little opening. You can get your screwdriver underneath it and pop out. There's a screw in here. This mechanism here allows the barrel to stay in. You want to remove this screw. The inside piece is not going to look like this when you get to it. It's going to be a lot more fuller. Alright? We're grinding this piece down to almost match this diameter.
Okay.
So that we can get the cord through the weapon.
Alright.
Trigger guard unscrews counterclockwise. Barrel pops open, slide forward, and release the barrel. You're not going to need the barrel at all from here on out. Underneath here, you flip it over. I've already taken the screw out. It's going to be a square screw. You need to pry this up. Takes a little bit of effort. Don't worry about breaking anything. This is an old weapon, a good weapon. See how it's round on the inside there? You can just push it out with a screwdriver. And push. And that's it. It's out. It's free. It's empty. You're going to remove the inside piece. You will not need that. That's it. You've tore this weapon apart. Right here we tape this straight edge. The straight edge is because the buttstock is at an angle to shoot. We want to make this straight so that the gun is going to be straight up and down. The straight edge on the tape will allow us to cut this with a wood saw. That way when it sets on the base, it'll be straight up and down. I've already taken the measurements off the holes for here for mounting. This is where the butt plate went for this weapon. You can't see them, they're very faint, but I can. There's 3 holes. The center hole will be used for the cord coming through, so that way we can have our power. I'm going to put 3 holes in it. I took the measurements off of the buttstock. And I put them directly over top of where I need it to be. The center hole will be larger, so that way I can feed the cord through it. What I suggest is you want to get a hole that's going to be larger than the ones that came out of the weapon as far as lengthwise. That way you'll be able to pull it up into the weapon to really secure it to the base. What we're going to do is we're going to use a bit into the screw holes that came on the weapon to allow the screws to go into it easier once you've mounted it into the plate. They're going to be longer and a little bit larger than the size of the bit that you've just used. Right. Over to our Phillips tip. I've already countersunk the anchor bolts or screws into the base of the lamp now. We're going to put this in here. These should line up exactly correct if you did it right. If you have help, it wouldn't hurt to have an extra hand on right now.
All right, I can help you.
Make sure it's tightening and not loosening. All right, one more.
Okay.
Do not worry about countersinking these. These are not going to be seen unless you tip the lamp over. Because it's going to take 2 people to do this. Can't do it by yourself. You can if you're really talented. I'm not. We're going to feed the wire through what we've just mounted. The reason for this is so that you can see it when it comes out and you've got room. In the other clip that you've seen, we've ground this down so that the wire will sit in it as it fits through the buttstock. The extra set of hands is we've already drilled a hole in here. This weapon was a non-shooter to begin with. It's going to be a really non-shooter now. What you want to do is feed it through. Make sure that your prongs are nice and smooth so it doesn't have any problems. Find the hole. There you go. Should be able to see it. And you're going to feed that through. What I suggest is pull the cord. You have as much as you need for it to go through the barrel. You pull it through. This is going to be one of the most difficult parts of it, because the extra set of hands is actually going to pull this cord on the bottom back through it to keep tension on this as I'm putting this into the stock.
Okay, so really fast, I'm just gonna clarify. We actually had to grind a groove inside this so that the cord will fit nicely.
What you're gonna do is while your other hand is pulling tension on it, you're gonna make sure that this is sliding in and not bouncing out of the groove. This should fit nice and snug inside of it. Once you've bounced this down, now you've got free reign of this cord. You're not gonna have any problems, any issues. This is the easiest part of the whole job, snaking it through the barrel. The reason why we're doing it this way with a lot of slack is so that we make sure that we're going to have enough room on the other end to wire it up. And this is also where you need the help, because on the break open series shotgun, there's a little lever here that's going to pinch the wire.
Let's get a close-up of that.
That hand, your partner, is going to pull on that cord as you're closing it, allowing it to not be pinched and still be tight. Once that's done, you'll have plenty of wire here to wire, and you can put this little piece that you took off, one of the first pieces you took off, and clip it on there. You've got a stand now. It's ready to be wired, and it's ready to light up. All right.
Looks good.
To cover this up, just put everything back the way you've got it. You've got the plate here. You put the screws back in it. Put your trigger guard back on. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey on that. Just like that. And then you're going to have the hammer piece. That's going to go back over here on this side here. And that'd be it.